Good evening, everyone. We'll begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Takahama ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no himuka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi harani. Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi. Moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae toma o sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami aoyorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete. Kikoshime se to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. Obrigado, Meishu-sama. Bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching this evening is entitled Illness and is found in the Daily Inspirations, page 69. Those of you serving God's work should understand that clouds on the spiritual body are the cause of illness. Try your best to purify it. Through my illness, I was led to this divine work. I became a humble instrument in God's plan. How lucky I am. We are giving life, priceless life, to serve God's cause. We may sometimes wonder then why we are afflicted with illness and woe. Human beings are born into the physical realm with the mission of establishing an ideal world. This is God's plan. So when we function in harmony with the plan, we can live and work most happily in perfect health. This is an eternal, immutable truth. However, no individual is free from the spiritual clouds that are passed from generation to generation. In addition, due to the ignorance of truth, people indiscriminately introduce harmful substances into their bodies. As a result, they sometimes become more susceptible to illness, contrary to expectations. However, it would be a deterrent to the furthering of God's plan if his workers were unable to continue to serve due to illness. It is natural then that he would help these individuals and restore them to health, so they need have no undue anxiety. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you for keeping praying along with us for world peace. This evening, the faith experience I want to share with you is from Ivani Faria da Silva. She's from Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and the consequent social isolation, Ivani began to experience overwhelming anguish and loneliness. Fear took hold of her. She didn't have the courage to drive, to go out on the street, to use an elevator. She couldn't sleep with the lights off. Thus, in April of 2021, her daughter, concerned about Ivani's health, decided to take her to stay with her in Sao Paulo for a while. After a few days walking down the street with her daughter, she saw a property with a sign on which it was written, Johrei Center. Ivani remembered a distant past when she received Johrei and felt very good. Both went there to ask if they could receive Johrei and were very well received. When mentioning that she lived in Rio de Janeiro, the person who assisted them informed the address of the closest Johrei center to her home. Ivani returned to her city a month later and decided to look for our church with the feeling that she would find the strength she needed to overcome the fear that prevented her from leading a normal life. She began to visit the Johrei Center 4 times a week, and through Johrei, the results soon began to manifest. She felt stronger and managed to overcome the fears that tormented her. A month later, as she left the Johrei Center, she went to a market where she always shops. A market staff, with a look of surprise, asked her what had happened because she looked different. Even his heart overflowed with joy, and she spoke about Johrei in our church. She believed the market staff, the divine light that was shining in her aura. The same week, she went to a new stand, and the attendant, who knew her, looked at her and said she had a much pleasant look, that she no longer showed sadness. Again, she felt overjoyed and said it was due to Johrei of our movement. The attendant mentioned that she was moving to her hometown and said that she would visit the Johrei Center as soon as she arrives there. Ivani told her ministers of the events that occurred and that she felt fully recovered and ready to share the light of God to others. Consequently, in June of last year, she had a great permission to receive the sacred focal point of Hikari. Currently, her fear ceased and she has achieved emotional stability. She now takes an Ikebana Sangetsu course and is responsible for the reception at her Johrei Center and participates in several other activities. Ivani is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for allowing her to live these experiences, to elevate herself spiritually, and to become capable of bringing happiness to many people through her dedicated efforts. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, for listening to this faith experience. Wish you a very wonderful weekend, and with this concludes our evening service. Thank you very much.